Fake chicken eggs are becoming a problem in China's marketplace. Molded to look like the real thing, the eggs are made of a mixture of resin, coagulant, and starch, with pigment added to make it look white, and a different mixture of pigment and resin to make the yolk. The shell is composed of wax, gypsum powder, and calcium carbonate. Yi Junping, Associate Professor for Biological Engineering at Henan University of Science and Technology, said that there are telltale signs of a fake egg, like making a hollow sound when tapped. The egg white and yolk also mix together quickly after breaking it open. Fake eggs have been on the market in China since the mid-1990s, and in 2005, the state news agency Xinhua did a report on the problem. Apparently, it cost half as much to produce the fake eggs as the real thing. Chinese media has reported on other food-related issues as well, including the case of the exploding watermelons, poison baby formula, and something called gutter oil. People have been collecting cooking oil from the sewer or buying it from restaurant owners and reselling it to consumers. According to a university professor, up to 1 out of every 10 meals is cooked using the gutter oil, which has been reported as having dangerous levels of aflatoxin known to contribute to a high risk of liver cancer.
Many more food like this we have in circulation in our market. We often have concern about our outward rather than in. The clothes we put on, our handbags, our shoes, and sometimes the way our hairstyle look like. But do we have the same concern about the food we take in every day? This is why my organization, Bold Impact Nigeria, is established. Let me share my personal story with you. While I was growing up, I was so curious, and I inquired from my parents, how do we grow the food that we eat? And they answered by letting me have my own garden. For the next few years, I was able to learn how to grow maize, vegetables, tomatoes, tubers. I was told that pulse seed will not grow from my region, the southwest part of Nigeria. I tried it, and I was able to harvest a good yield. In high school, I studied food and nutrition, and I was the only student out of 300 that registered for it in our final exam. I even won a cooking competition as the only guy competing against the local girls' schools. In the university, I was motivated, and I wanted to know how our food is being processed, preserved, packaged, and even transported, because I was seeking to harvest knowledge and information about all this. This made me to study food science and technology. During this period, I also learned how the basics of animal husbandry when I started working with pigs, with poultry, with snail, and goat rearing. I was deeply involved in their feed formula, which made me to separate organic from inorganic. I even enjoyed working with people as well. In 2011, I and a couple of my friends in Nigeria, we founded a youth organization that is dealing with challenging the youth in using their skills in order for them not to be liability in the society, but to be solution provider. After 2 years, I started my own organization because I wanted to create a desired change in my society through the experience they have in agriculture. I often visited the marketplace and looking at the shelves of the products, the food items. I'm always shocked because 90% of the food product is chemically processed. All these chemicals were introduced to this food through fertilizers and sometimes by preservative. In 2013, the National Population Commission of Nigeria released the statistics that 60% of Nigerian population consists of youth and children. These youth and children are the ones that are vulnerable to this fast food. Their life is in danger. This is a caution that we are trying to bring to the society. In May this year, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration Control in Nigeria published in Vanguard News that the rate at which chemically processed food is being imported into Nigeria is very dangerous, and is one of the reasons we are having increasing number of seeking youth in our society. As well, in 2014, with the research that I have to go into because of my background and my passion, Dr. Makola in America from East Texas, which says 40% of people that consume chemically processed food are affected in one way or the other. And these are the reasons in our society that we have youth that are obese. We have youth that are down with cancer. Even some can be diagnosed with diabetes. This is the reason why Bold Impact Nigeria is very conscious of how to sensitize the youth, how to sensitize the general populace on the importance of the food that we eat. I would like to share a few stories with you. While in the university, I have a colleague that consumed a lot of fast food and chemically processed food. When she graduated, she was diagnosed with liver and kidney disease. And the doctor traced all this to the food that she has consumed over time. Unfortunately, we lost her. As well, my father was diagnosed with diabetes a few years ago. I stepped into his diet plan, and I was able to introduce a new recipe for him with good formulas. This he has been consuming for the past 3 years. And the good news is, his digestive system is working very fine. I want to create a mindset shift in our society, whereby the youth can be conscious of what they eat. I want the youth in Nigeria to be ambassador for good recipe, healthy food that are safe, because if they consume it, they will be able to influence their family, and from their family, we influence the society. Our approach is going to be like this. We are going to establish a model farm in Ondo State, in Nigeria. In this farm, we'll be able to monitor and cultivate plant-grown food, because in order for us to have organic food, it starts from the day one that it's planted to the time it is being processed and released. As well, we are going to be working with animals, varieties of animals, because we are going to control the feed that we give to them in order to make sure that these animals are healthy before they are being processed into finished meat for the people to consume. And the farm is going to be training 20 youth every year in order for us to spread this project. It's not going to be in one place. Spread the project so that we can have more impact and more safe and healthy food for the general population. I would like to end my speech this way. That from where I start today, that we are often concerned about our outward rather than in. If we ask people present here today that who are the people that we could call our role models, who are the people that have influenced our life, those that have shaped our thinking so far, majority of us, we identify with international celebrities. This is because they are glamorous, they are beautiful, they are handsome, but isn't the same way we choose the food that we eat? Because they are attractive, but are they nutritious? 7 baskets out of 10 in a grocery food shop is from multinational food producers. What happens to our local farmers? What happens to our local food producers? I want a mindset shift. Let us come back home and continue to think local. Let us shop local and let us buy local. In doing this, we are going to be healthy. Our community will be healthy and our local business will thrive. Thank you.